Hello and welcome to the very first Soundz Life YouTube video ever. My name is Niels and today we're going to be talking about the Rolling Stones' Hackney Diamonds. With Keith Richards being 97, Ron Wood being 75 and Mick Jagger being 80, I'm pretty sure this is going to be the last Stones album ever. With the last studio album being 18 years ago. Well, the last original studio album. The band sold around 250 million albums worldwide, only being beaten by two other bands, Queen and the Beatles. In this video I'm going to talk about what I think of the songs, and I'm also going to throw in some fun facts. So if you're ready for that, definitely keep watching. The first song on the album is called Angry, and when I first heard it, I'm going to be honest, I was quite blown away. The song was already released as a single a few weeks before the album. The song has a great bass line, amazing vocals and really cool music video. The music video was made with AI and animations, and I think it gives an amazing result. It's definitely a song that gets stuck in your head, and I do think it's a bit repetitive, but maybe that's just because I've heard it about 30 times already. Overall, I would rate the album a good 7.5 out of 10, which is a great score to start the album off with. The second song is called Get Close, which has Elton John on the piano, but honestly you don't hear too much piano in this song. I like the way this song starts and I like the intermezzo and the saxophone solo, but overall I don't think this is one of the better songs on the album. I don't think the song has a lot of build-up, and I also think this song is a bit repetitive. Overall I would give this a good 6 out of 10. I don't think it's a bad song, but I don't think it's a great song either. However, I do like the fact that the Rolling Stones worked together with other artists on this album, with Elton John even being in 2 songs on it. I also think it's fun that they work together with Elton John on this album because he's obviously a legend himself. The third song on the album is called Depending on You, and this is one of my least favorite songs on the album. The vocals aren't bad, but you can still hear the autotune a bit too much for my taste. And nothing interesting really happens in this song, and I just don't think it's that special. It does have a really relaxed vibe, and it's definitely a journey, but I don't know, I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10. The fourth song on the album is called Bite My Head Off, and it features none other than Paul McCartney on the bass. The song has a good drive, it's energetic, it's up-tempo, and it's really fun to listen to. This song is probably one of my favorite songs of the album, and for some reason I would really love to listen to it while driving. I'm gonna give it a good 8 out of 10. I definitely think it deserves a really high number. It's actually not the first time that the Beatles and the Rolling Stones did a collaboration. For example, Mick Jagger helped on All You Need Is Love, and Paul McCartney and John Lennon sang backup for the song We Love You by the Stones. The Beatles and the Stones were only really rivals on the charts. In real life they were actually buddies. The fifth song on the album is called Whole Wide World. It has 2 really good guitar solos, which I think are the best on the album, and it's overall a really good and catchy song. This song sounds like it should be at the end of an action movie, and I think it probably will be at some time. It's definitely a catchy song, and I really like this song. I'm gonna give it a good 8 out of 10, mainly for the solos. And didn't really know what else to say about this album, so I went into the comments, and people were loving it. I love this new album, glad they did this, great sound, they still got it, we love you, #Rolling Stones baby. My favorite track on Hackney Diamonds. I guess this album is so consistent, everyone has a different one. Long live the Stones. Agreed. Whole Wide World is an instant classic. Keith and Ronnie's guitars scream together. People seem to really like this song, so I'm glad that they gave it a good rating. The 6th song on the album is called Dreamy Skies. In it they use a bottleneck, which I'm not gonna complain about. The song has a bit of a beachy vibe and it feels like you're taking a break from the rest of the album. But honestly, this is not a song that I would listen to myself. But it's still a really good song, so I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. It's really different from the rest and definitely original, so gotta give credit where credit is due, right? The 7th song on the album is called Mess It Up. It was recorded with original drummer Charlie Watts, who sadly passed away in 2021. On the rest of the album, Steve Jordan plays the drums, and even though he got some big shoes to fill, I think he did a great job. The song has a good bass line, fun chorus, and it's gonna be hard to get this one out of my head. The song is very danceable and it could easily have been a prime Stones song. However, I do think the bridge feels a bit cheap, but it still sounds really good. Right now this song is definitely one of my favorite songs on the album, but that could change, because I've only heard it around 8 times. I'm gonna give this song a good 9 out of 10 and I definitely think it deserves it. The 8th song on the album is called Live by the Sword, which is the 2nd song on the album which features Elton John. Overall I'm not really the biggest fan of pianos and rock, but I think it works out great in this song. I think this song is a good mixture of both artists' their styles. You can definitely hear Elton John's influence in it. I don't have a single clue what this song is about. I thought the lyrics were a bit weird, but overall I don't really care about that. This is the 2nd and sadly the last song on the album which features Charlie Watts. The original bassist of the Stones, Bill Wyman, also plays on the song. He left the band in 1993 after being a Stone for 31 years. On the rest of the album the bass is being played by Daryl Jones, who I also think does a great job. I'm gonna give this song a good 7 out of 10. I like it, it's a good song and I'm definitely gonna listen to it more. The 9th song on the album is called Driving Me Too Hard. When I first listened to this song, I was immediately bopping my head to it, but overall I'm kinda disappointed in it. The song feels like it was written a bit fast and I just don't really like it. The vocals are still good, but it's definitely my least favorite song on the album, and I'm gonna have to give it a 4 out of 10. The 10th song on the album is called Tell Me Straight. The song was sung by Keith Richards and I really love his voice. The lyrics to this song are amazing and they feel like they have actual meaning. One line that particularly hit me was, "Is my future all in the past?" I don't know exactly, but I think this song is about him getting older. And although your prime might be in the past, the man is a legend, he wrote history. It's a really simple song, they aren't overdoing it, which is the case with a lot of songs on the rest of the album. It's simple but powerful. I'm gonna give this song an 8.5 out of 10, and right now it's my second favorite song on the album. The 11th and second to last song on this album is called Sweet Sounds of Heaven, which is the only song on the album to have a guest singer, which is Lady Gaga. At first I thought this was a bit of a weird match, but when I heard the song for the first time I was blown away. Another star to appear on this song is Stevie Wonder, who played the piano, and I just love that. This sounds like a great trio. I think this song is really different to the rest of the album, and you can really hear that they were vibing while recording this. The end of the song has a great build-up and it has a really powerful ending. With 7 minutes and 22 seconds, this is the longest song on the album, and I really love it. I never expected to see the Stones, Stevie Wonder and Lady Gaga work together, but I like it, it's good. I'm gonna give this song an 8 out of 10, I think it's amazing. I'm definitely gonna listen to it more, and I just love this song. I think the 12th and the last song, Rolling Stones Blues, is a great way to finish this album. It's a slight callback to the song by Muddy Waters named Rolling Stone, which is actually how the Rolling Stones got their name. Another fun fact, the Stones originally started as a blues cover band. I love Mick Jagger playing the harmonica and I also love the vocals. I'm gonna give this song a good 7.5 out of 10, and I think it's a perfect way to end this album. And those are all the songs in the album. I think overall I would give this album a good 7.5. It's a good album, but I don't think it's a top 5 Stones album. I really enjoyed the collaborations and I think they picked some great artists for it. This is an album that I'm definitely happy to have in my collection, and I really enjoyed getting to know it. People like to shit on the Stones for still being active after 60 years, but if I would sound like that, I would want people to know too. The album was recorded by Electric Lady Studio in New York, and I think it sounds great. You know what else sounds great? Liking and subscribing, you should really try it. And if you have anything you want me to talk about, please just leave a comment. Thank you all for watching, hopefully till next time.